So in this new state of play, we have just got an amazingly good God of War trailer, and I want to talk about it. So I've spent the past 16 minutes getting some gameplay, so I'm going to do a voiceover, because I can't get gameplay of the trailer and talk over. So I'm doing it the best I can to show not seeing the gameplay of the trailer, and always speaking about the trailer, because I just want to talk about it, because it's so fucking awesome. So pretty much, I recommend you go watch the trailer, then watch it again, then watch the trailer again, then come back, listen to what I'm going to say, then like, subscribe, then go back and watch the trailer because it's pretty sick. So first off, let's start off with, I don't know what show parts to start off with. I'm going to go with the part that got me like the funniest, yeah, is where we can obviously see or hear Tia giving some mouth to Kratos, say, oh, who's actually prayed to you, like, who's actually, like, or, you know, who being a god for, no one's, like, prayed, no one's looked up to you, no one's prayed to you, no one's worshipped you, like, no one likes you, how does that feel, and shit, and it's like, mate, you're talking to Kratos, he's never once given a fuck about any of it, because he doesn't like the gods. Like, when he was a god, he did things differently in God of War 2, that's why, like, the whole basis of God of War 2, everything weren't listening to Zeus, then Zeus pulled a fast one, and, you know, Kratos was like, nah, fuck that, mate, I'm killing you instead. So then all that shit went down, and now he's in the Greek realm. And there was a heavy emphasis on, like, death. You can, like, hear him say, "Oh, I will die once death has, earned it," or sort of like death into me once has earned it. Sorry, I can't remember after the trailer, which I find pretty funny. Then as we get there, Kratos and Atreus is fighting like two Valkyries at once in like this realm. It looks like the realm between realms, but it's not what I think it is. Because in God of War 2018, you kill all of the Valkyries, don't you? Then they fly off back to Valhalla, and Valhalla isn't it Asgard? So I'm thinking they're defending Asgard / Valhalla from these intruders, Kratos and Atreus. But that didn't go wrong, because in the trailer, you know, Kratos flips off in the air, hanging off a cliff, he climbs back up, holding Atreus. Then Kratos was the ulti, 1-2 punch in the face and sort them out far as we are aware. So then that happened. Then we got this like random shot of this like mermaid woman thing, like looking in the window to Kratos, and Kratos looking back. Then we also saw like this big like rhinoceros like elephant thing attacking Kratos. We saw a shield. We can now get different shields, powerful on the shields, but we already knew that. I just wanted to cover it. We'll talk about it really, because I ain't got no other page here, like I'm just saying. So I'm just gonna face it. I've got no script. I'm just coming to what I see. They've also revealed a new God of War controller, which I really want, which is available a day of purchase of God of War. I can't see why I can pre-order it yet, but if I can pre-order it, I'm gonna pre-order it. So when Ragnarok comes out, as soon as Ragnarok comes out, use that controller to play God of War Ragnarok, because that's what I want to do. And then I saw this funny clip, not a funny clip, this part in the trailer where they're in like this, where Kratos is in this jungle, and he's got like this woman on her back. I think the woman is Agaboda, I think I'm saying her name right, which is Loki's future wife, or Atreus' future wife, or whatever, and he's like just rescuing her, like riding along this sledge in this jungle where vines and that are creeping down. So I found that pretty funny. And then we see like this shot in like this bedroom. I think it's in the Dwarven realm because of the architecture of Kratos taking off the blades of chaos, putting down the Leviathan axe. Then there's also like the bag of or the pouch that like fades ashes in. I also noticed that. Obviously can't get gameplay, but just go watch it. You know what I mean. And we see like Kratos and the water swimming into Atreus and picks up that water so he can breathe, so kind of rescuing him. I guess about that. I also saw it, which I found pretty cool. The trailer was pretty good the way they segmented it as well, and they also segmented into some mystery, because Atreus gets like a knock at the door, and this like old looks like an old man. He's hunched over, big cloak, bald, got no hair. And he's shouting in mystery, he's like, you don't want a war, do you? Like, we're talking about you don't want this, do you? And then there's an emphasis on like fate, like obviously fate, you know, fate isn't, you know, the classic, oh, you know, fate stuff, like, oh, it's fate, it's gonna happen, or so it's like, it's fate, doesn't mean you've got to like bend to it. So they've got heavy emphasis on fate, and that's why I'm thinking like the mysterious dark stranger and cloaking is also bold. I've got one or two theories. So we know that like the horn was blown in God of War 2018 when Kratos was carrying Atreus never remember the name of it, Freya. The horns blow on that like that cooled down the serpent level dropped, and obviously one of who it is because it wasn't Atreus because Atreus couldn't do that yet, and obviously it's in Kratos' arms. No one else would actually like the serpent wouldn't actually respond to anyone else, and Mimir wasn't Mimir because Mimir was also with Kratos. People think time travel, I do think time travel, and I think what we saw, one, it either could have been Odin trying to mess with Atreus, or it could have been a future Atreus telling him about the future, about how Kratos might possibly die if he dies. But I'm thinking like he's gonna die, so he tries to come back, try to change fate, and that's why we see like in the trailer as well, like Atreus going to Kratos, please, you gotta trust me, I can't tell him what's what, and then like Kratos goes, I know that's what I'm still following what Matters is saying, but it's like, no, something else matters, like, you know, others matter, like you matter and stuff. So I'm thinking like he's been told by his future like old self, but she doesn't know his future old self, like, you know, Kratos is gonna die, and Atreus like gonna change that and such, but he's panicking and all that lot. He knows Kratos might. Because I feel like you got like this big emphasis on like fate in Ragnarok coming. Same with like fate and like in God of War 2. So because in God of War 2 it was about like Kratos changing his fate to kill Zeus. So I'm thinking maybe in this game we don't change, well we do change fate, but not in like a big way. Like we change it like in a good way, but it's also gonna have like consequences around like Kratos might die. We don't know. But yeah, that's my theory or second opinion. It's this Odin in disguise as an old man trying to mess with Atreus as well. And we also got this shot of like the sky's like blood red, not blood red, or like fire red, and got two wolves which is holding in the sky. The wolves are chasing the sun and the moon, and once it's called Ragnarok begins, Atreus fires like a magic arrow. It goes up the air. The wolf jumps up after it and like grabs the sun, then like it all gets cut down tonight. It's pretty cool, as I say, like I can't get no gameplay, but it's just real cool. So I think I've covered all my thoughts. I just wanted to talk about it. I know it's not the best, but I just really wanted to talk about it. I'm really excited for the game. The trailer is really cool as well. Oh, and at the end of it, we see Thor and Kratos throwing hands. They're both Kratos gets pushed back into the ice because it's fighting on the Lake of Nine, and it's all iced over. So Kratos gets pushed back, puts down his axe. Thor decides to lightning up and chuck his hammer, and Kratos obviously throws the Leviathan axe, and they both like clash in midair. They both call them back, and then they both swing at the same time, and you know they clash and it fades to black. You know, classic trailer such. And if you're thinking how's that possible, because it's if you're not, you know, if you don't really know much about God of War, I'm pretty sure you do, because we're all intellectuals, but if not, no worries. Brock and Sindri said they built the Leviathan axe to match, or to be powerful, or to match Mjolnir. So yeah, that's what I think that happened. I think that's at the start of the game. Let me tell you why that's at the start of the game. I think that's at the start of the game. Because in every God of War game you get OP, in God of War 1 you get OP, you know, you God of War, you get killed, you lose all the items from the previous game. Then God of War 2, obviously, you start off, no, then yeah, in God of War 2 you start off, get killed, lose all your items. In God of War 3 you got your items from God of War 2. Then you fall into Hades in that river, and it takes all your health away, all your magic away, and all your equipment away. Then you gotta go get the Sword of Olympus back, then you gotta go build your health up again, then such and such, then at the end of it, then at the end of God of War 3, all your gear gets broken up, and pretty much then God of War 2018 happens. Now, I don't think we're able to keep our gear. I think it's either gonna get worn down in time. That's why in the trailers like the Leviathan axe and the Blades of Chaos don't look as done as they do. Maybe that's because they don't want to spoil anything, or maybe that's because it's straight after like the like obviously the Thor fight at the beginning of the game, kind of like we have the boulder, but it, like our gear breaks and goes back to like tier 1 stuff, which I don't mind. I quite like when it looks like tier 1 anyway. But yeah, I'm just saying, like, I think we're gonna lose our stuff from God of War 2018. We're not gonna get the carry. It's not gonna be like, oh, transfer safeguard carry. No, we are gonna lose it. And as well, we also do see a shot of Freya with Atreus putting a sword to his throat, and she cuts like off this band piece of his throat that like kill Boulder, and I think like she didn't tell Kratos about like what she did. I don't know. It just seems, I don't know. Watch the trailer. I think like he did, but he didn't like say, because obviously what happened and such. But I think she said a few words. I can't quite remember. But yeah, I just want to mention that. Either way, I think I've mentioned everything that I want to mention. It's a really cool trailer. Sorry if I didn't make much sense. I'm excited for the game. I'm gonna play it as soon as it comes out on launch day / launch night. I'm really excited for the game and lots of content on it. I'm definitely gonna try and get that controller, because that controller looks sick. It's so where the white parts are normally, that's blue. The middle pad part is white with like a wolf and like a big bear thing, or it might be a smaller wolf and a larger wolf, I'm not too sure. But the controller looks sick. So yeah, the state of play all in all, they had some other games there. The PSVR 2 Star Wars thing looks good. They had like Taken 8, I wasn't really interested in that, and a bunch of other games, but I wasn't interested. I was except for God of War, and they definitely delivered. I wouldn't be surprised if this would be like our last trailer before launch, or like they did with Horizon Forbidden West, like 1 month before launch or a few weeks before launch. They'll do another state of play showing off gameplay, like actual gameplay. The only gameplay we've seen is with Game Informer. We've not seen much combat gameplay. We've only, well, other than cinematics, we've only ever seen from this one, which is pretty good looking. I'm really excited for this game all in all, so I just can't wait to look at it really. So I haven't made no sense. I would say go watch, obviously before you watch this video, go watch the trailer. Go watch the trailer, go and watch it third time, come back, watch this video. Obviously then watch the trailer, come back, like, subscribe. Then you can say what to do with all the God of War stuff. I don't know. My emphasis is just go and watch the trailer. It's pretty cool. It's a very, very good time. Highly recommend it. That's it, guys. Thanks for watching this video. Have a good day, good night, where you are. Goodbye.